Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am here with another story time. Please excuse the mess. I've just kind of like shoved everything on my bed to the side of the bed. I'm that aesthetically pleasing with a clean background. Wait, let me just... You would never know. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are back with another story time. You guys are absolutely obsessed with the story time videos, and honestly I'm obsessed with filming them as well because it's just very interesting. I feel like in a way it's like me sharing a piece of my life with you guys so that you understand some of the things I've gone through, fun and not fun, you know. But the issue with me trying to be a story time YouTuber is that I have to have consistent, crazy story time. And although my life is pretty crazy, I don't know if I can consistently do that for you, but this story time's actually from last year. I just only thought about telling it now. I think it's because I saw an old picture on my gallery or something, like a memory that popped up from this, and I was like, oh my god, I remember when this crazy thing happened, and like I do these story times on YouTube. I could definitely do this as a story time. This is a story time about how a celebrity tried to have with me. Tried to have a threesome with me, to be specific. Do a quick disclaimer for you guys because it's been pissing me off. You might have noticed, but I did a story time about one of my ex-boyfriends who was extremely mentally abusive and would cheat on me all the time and make me feel like in that story time. I obviously didn't name and shame this person. I never do that in my story times because I don't really think that's fair. Obviously there are two sides to every story, and I have a platform. Like I wouldn't want my platform to go push hate on this person because of something that they've done in the past. It's just a story time so that I can share my experiences with you guys and maybe help you guys grow from things that you're going through as well. That was literally it. I think it had like 300,000 views. It was up for a week. I was forced to remove it because some girls had figured out who this guy was because they had experienced similar things. They sent it around to each other on Facebook and people were commenting this person's name. He also had stalked my shit and saw it and then DM'd me and sent me like a long paragraph, and his family sent me long paragraphs, his friends sent me long paragraphs, his girlfriend sent me long paragraphs, basically just saying that I'm a piece of for sharing this because I'm lying and like all this stuff, even though I included receipts. But because of those receipts that I included, he threatened legal action. He basically said that because I shared private text messages, he was going to put a strike on my YouTube channel. And I was like, okay, no, the video is getting deleted. He's really not worth that stress. So to prevent this from ever happening again, because I spent a lot of time and energy on that YouTube video that I had to delete, I am going to be extra cautious in future when it comes to my story times. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do that in this video. However, because this person is extremely famous, like when I tell you famous, I mean they're famous, me could go into problem. Without further ado, we're gonna get into this story. I'm gonna first start off by saying allegedly. This is all alleged, but obviously just in case, it's alleged. I'm just gonna keep them completely genderless. I'm not gonna include detailed like text proof because again, don't wanna get deleted. So this happened last summer, right? And I was like, oh my god, I've received a DM. They're a very big TikTok star. They have millions of followers and they DM me on Instagram. And they said, hey, like come through. I'm doing like a meet and greet tour thing. I'm gonna be doing a show in London. And I was like, frick yeah. Like I'm so gassed because obviously like who the f wouldn't want to go to some kind of tour? Like that's sick, right? This person has a lot of TikTok followers too. We could collab. We did collab, but I've deleted that so you can't see it. I don't want this to be traceable at all. I don't want anyone's PR team to kill me. So I invited another friend that does social media and we went along to this meet and greet tour. When we got to London, we ended up just getting a little hotel somewhere. When we got to the actual tour, like the actual meet and greet, it was in the evening. It was in Camden. And I was like, oh, this is long. Like the line was huge, but we were like, oh, hold on, we've been invited. We went straight to the front of the queue and we told the people at the ticket place, hey, we've got these DMs with this person, they've invited us down, and then we were told to wait in like a section in this venue. But it was weird because it seemed like this individual had just basically put us on the list. Like we weren't actually allowed to go like hang out with them or anything. And then we went up to this lady and we were like, hey, like can we go backstage and like hang out with this person before they do their meet and greet, because like we were invited by them. And then she said no. And then after about 10 minutes we asked her again and she said, okay, yeah, let me just check with their manager, and we were allowed backstage. When we got backstage, we were hanging out. There was like 3 of them. There was like the individual that had invited us, and then their people that they were just like all chilling, and it was like calm. They were about to do their meet and greet and their little little like mini show thingy, and it was really cool. And we just kind of watched from like the backstage area. After the meet and greet was finished, which was like an hour, it was kind of like near the evening time now. It was like 6 p.m. We decided to go eat and basically just like go clubbing. I was extremely attracted to this person. You know me, you know I'm a little slag. I was extremely attracted to them. There was us and like a load of other TikTokers and then their people. We all went back in these Addison Lee cars, like it was a big car. We went back to their hotel in the evening and we hung out with them for a little bit. When we got to the hotel, they told us we were gonna go clubbing with them. They told us we were gonna get a table and that all of us, like a group of us, were gonna go like make TikToks and like go clubbing and all of this. And I was like, oh my god, sick, because like I want to go clubbing in London. Like who doesn't? Personally, I don't really go clubbing that much, but like I would be happy to go clubbing with friends, and obviously if we had a table, because this person is extremely A-list. So I was like, yeah, sick, I'm down. So we waited in the lobby and we got a few pre-drinks and we just kind of sat there and a few people ate. This person's manager, this individual's manager, kept trying to order more food because they were like, we've had a really long day, like it's the evening, I want to have dinner before we go out. But for some reason, even though this hotel was like extremely bougie, the food was just taking long. The nachos took an hour to come and they weren't even good. So the manager was getting pissed off.
I'm tired, I don't even want to go out anymore. These nachos took so long to come and now I've eaten it and I'm finally full. Like, I don't have the buzz to go.
And I was a bit like, no, because like I've been waiting for ages. Like I really did want to go clubbing, I really did want to go out, and like so did my friend. We were like, oh no, like can you please come, like to the individual, we were like, please can you still come out with us, we'll still get a table with you, we can hang out, we can have fun, we can get drunk, we can do this, we can do that, whatever. I've never been clubbing in London, like I really want to go clubbing in London, They said basically, sure, but let's go to my room first because I just want to like get my stuff ready and like get shit together before I leave. And the manager that was eating the nachos was also like,
oh yeah, let's go to the room.
So we were walking to the hallway and their room was at the end and the manager's room was like towards like the beginning of the hallway. The individual and my friend and then me and the manager were walking, and like everyone else was still waiting in the bar. We were walking just to get some stuff from the rooms, and the manager tries to take me into the room, and they had been flirting with me all evening. So I was like, oh no, like I don't really want to do anything with this manager, like they're like 40, like I'm really not attracted to them, like So I said no, and the manager was like very offended. I remember I was like, nah, I'm just gonna walk ahead and like go with this TikTok creator person and my friend. And they were like,
well, I see how it is, like you don't want to go to my room.
And I was like, sorry, no. So I just didn't go to their room, and I'm thankful that I didn't, and I'll explain why. Because it's me, my friend, and this TikTok influencer person that's like, again, a celebrity. Like you will know who they are. Like we're talking like they have like 3 million on Instagram. We're going into the room. This makes me cringe. Straight away, my friend, they get into their beds and I'm thinking, hold on, what are you doing? Like, what are you actually doing? This is how it went. I was thinking, what are you doing? Like, this is my crush. This is my crush. What are you doing? Like, I wasn't trying to sleep with this person, but like, I would have at least liked to like kiss them or like, you know, dance with them in the club. But no, my friend was like, they knew what they were doing. They were trying to and I was like, I'm not drunk enough for this, like stop. And then the individual allegedly got in the bed too. They got in the bed too. And then there's my friend and this individual under the covers, like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, the beginning scene when they're all like toe to toe. They're literally there like with the blankets like up to here, and I know what's going on because I can see the sheets moving. I'm gonna call my friend Sam. Sam was getting fiddled with underneath the sheets. Like they were really under the sheets looking at me. I was stood in the doorway like, guys, are we? I really did not come all the way here to go to your meet and greet, watch you backstage and then just go home. But Sam was enjoying their time with the individual under the sheets, still touching up each other whilst I'm sat there like,
my phone's gonna die. Can I just charge my phone? I'm just gonna charge my phone. Let's go though. I need to charge my phone before we go clubbing because you know we're supposed to go clubbing, guys. Charging my phone. Let's get ready to go clubbing, guys.
And they were under the sheets like, yeah, sure, like we can go in a bit, just like give us a minute, like we just want to hang out. You goddamn, have some respect for me. It was not working. Literally, my phone was on about 10%. I live in London now, but I lived in Oxford at the time. I'm really not trying to like have no battery, not be able to call an Uber for myself, not be able to go to my hotel. Like, I was getting stressed out. Okay, you can sleep with them now. If you want to, you may. However, I'm not joining in. I just want to go clubbing. I'm fed up now. It was already awkward as f. But then the individual said, well, if you're not trying to f, then get out. I remember my whole body was like, could you just let me charge my phone? Like, it was so awkward. I'm talking about the part when I'm getting told to leave because I'm not trying to
Probably gonna watch this and be like,
I know.
But yes, this is 100%
accurate.
Ohana, God's honor.
Ohana. Seb would not say Ohana if this was not true, because Seb takes seriously, okay? Ohana is his thing. If Seb was with me, then this would have been so different, because I know Seb would have been like, alright, get the fuck out the bed, Sam. Get the fuck out the bed now, bitch. Come out the bed now. You're getting out the bed, alright? You're going out clubbing now with Katie. It was peak. I was really being told to just f off. I left. I took my little charger and I left. And then basically Sam was like, oh, don't worry, they probably have like charging things in the lobby. So just charge your phone there. And I was like, fabulous. Because I didn't want to have a threesome. That was uncomfortable as f. So I went out and my friend texted me basically saying that they're not going to be that long, and like either just wait in the lobby or like go clubbing with some people and then just like come back and get me and we can go back to the hotel together. Luckily, I'm actually friends with a security guard at the club in the Electric Ballroom. If you know what the Electric Ballroom is, like it's basically just like a venue for like concerts. So I went to a Super Duper Kyle concert once and I became friends with the security guard and I asked them if they were working, and they were working. So I just went to the club and I got like free entry and everything, and I just waited there. And I will insert a video of me there because that's proof that that happened. I was literally just drinking on my own and waiting for my security guard friend to get off their shift so that I could actually hang out with them. But this is me at the club, just there like, this is awkward as fuck. And I was sweating because I was wearing a jumper and it was really hot and it was summer and it was not fun. And at about 3 AM, I was like, are you guys done? Like, are you seriously done yet? I left you at like 9. You should be done. And then Sam just doesn't reply. Like, I will probably send you I will put the text messages on the screen of Sam just like airing me. Girl, I love that. I'm just trying to find Sam's messages just to see if I can like prove that this actually did happen.
Is this shit? This is it!
I can't include this.
Yeah, no, you definitely can't.
I was like, are you okay? Even though the celebrity TikToker person is like very well known, like they could have still been a murderer. So I was kind of worried about Sam, but they weren't replying. And I was like, like it's 3 AM, like I don't know what to do. So I'm just gonna go home. So I went back to my hotel and at like 6 AM, they messaged me like, hey, like can't feel my legs, like can't, like it was crazy, like I fell asleep, like let's talk about it. Like I'm outside the hotel room basically. And I think I was probably still asleep at this point, but eventually they made it back into the hotel room. The Sam just basically told me that it was a crazy night and that they had a lot of fun with them, and then they just basically went to sleep after like 10 rounds. And I don't even think that Sam and this person ever really spoke again. Like I'm pretty sure they just texted them like, hope you're home safe, and then like never spoke to them again. So it was very peak, but they had some good. So I don't think anyone lost in this situation. Like it was a win-win, you know, both people got what they wanted. I got uncomfortable and then they had a great. So, you know, it was cool. Later do I find out that the managers actually had a wife and kids and they were trying to me, so that was very fun. Love that. So that was the story. I had to go clubbing alone because my friend was TikTok celebrity. I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. I know it was a very short one. There really isn't much to the story. Just like, I wasn't trying to have a threesome and then I went clubbing alone. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And if any TikTokers DM you asking you to come to their meet and greet tours, if you say yes, make sure that you have a backup plan, because otherwise you might be waiting in a club alone in central London until your friends finish. Please like and subscribe. I will hopefully have some more story times coming soon. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye!
I'ma kiss you on your forehead. You better stop playing with me.